That better?
Hi, and welcome back, you guys. I hope everyone is having a lovely day. For the recap individuals, this is Miss Cindy. Wrong way, Kayleena. This is Miss Cindy from Life in Yarn Tangle. Go check her out if you've never seen her before. She is fabulous. We might be having another guest. I am sorry I am on my phone, you guys. So if I am sitting here stumbling over things, it's because of that. Or if notifications come in, I feel like I'm about to go murder a puppy. She won't stop barking. Okay, so we don't have anyone in at the moment. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? Because I know both of us were sitting here trying to go through stuff, trying to get in here, going, come on.
Pretty much. It was like, oh crap. I don't have Messenger on my computer, which means I don't have the link. Oh, I'll log into Facebook. Crap. It doesn't have any of my information. I haven't logged into Facebook on my computer. I was like scrambling, trying to get in. It was crazy. Hi,
Ugh.
guys. Hi. Oh, I got to lean forward. I can't read these that far away.
I
Hi.
am sorry, Kenneth. I do not have the Nightbot onto my screen. I like to keep everything. I'm a little bit of a control freak. So until I can fully get her under control, I'm not going to be able to do that. And I don't think I have anyone in here yet to be a moderator.
Yeah, I don't see anybody yet.
Oh, I can bring it up. Awesome. So welcome in, sweetie. Hi. And everything's like really small. It's on my phone. All right. So in today's episode, basically, we are going to be talking about mental health of an individual, mental health of a parent. It doesn't matter if it's a male, female, what the situation is, mental health of children. So, every aspect of mental health and going to the doctor and caring for yourself as well. Welcome in, Nacy. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Hi, Nisi. Welcome in.
Sorry, I'm like a little, is because, like I said, we were just scrambling. Not just myself, but her too. Well,
Yeah. I know it's hard to
like,
get the directions the right way.
yes, I feel like I should be going this way when there's no one there.
Right? You think you're pointing because looking at you, you're on my left. But when I hold my finger up, it's pointing to the other way.
Yes. I wonder if I can actually switch and make it easier for us. Let me try it. Oh, it
Yay!
works.
There you are!
Oh
Yay!
my God, it worked. We got that taken care of. Okay. So before we get started, I feel like I need to take a deep breath. So let's go ahead and take some hussas before we get started, because usually I do that before I get started, but we both didn't have an opportunity. So everyone take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Breathe in good positive thoughts and good positive energy. Exhale all that negativity and anxiety and everything that you just want to get rid of out of your body.
How on earth do you hold your breath that long?
A lot of meditation. And honestly, if you do it enough times, you will get a dopamine high. So, one more time, take one more deep breath in, you wonderful people. Exhale and release, and everyone calm down. And all that wonderful tingling that you are feeling from your head to your toes and to your fingertips is all of that excess oxygen going through your body to help you release. It is a simple things that get us excited. Yes, it is. Okay, so like we were saying a few minutes ago, I probably should have took a minute to just let individuals come in, but we are going to be talking about mental health and caring for ourselves. It doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter if it's your children, it doesn't matter if it's you, if you're a male, female, if you consider it as a they or a cat. we're going to be talking about that today.
Mm.
So I know I'm going to go ahead and start off with me. With I I thought about this, and the reason why I thought about this is because I'm actually going to be seeing the doctor soon on the 31st. Nothing scary, just yearly checkup. That's all it is. But still, even at the age of 35 and turning 36 years old, things come into play a lot. And you start thinking about, well, diabetes, because I just had a friend of mine or an associate that just had a huge scare because she wouldn't go to the doctor yearly checkup, and then here come to find out she has a severe case of diabetes. So I'm going and I'm getting a whole lot of checked out. I'm going to be making sure I'm nice and healthy, because not only do I want to stick around for my boys whenever they're here and they're older, but I also want to stick around with my husband and have another relationship and a journey with him after the kids are like kicked out of the house. So that's one thing, is try to get in with a doctor. So does anybody, even you, Miss Cindy, while we wait for tips or tricks or questions or anything else like that to be coming in, do you have anything about going and seeing the doctor yearly round, or do you think that individuals should be going once every 6 months?
I think when you're younger, if you're not really having any health issues, I think once a year is enough. But as we age, things crop up. And if you've got genetic history or family history of certain illnesses, like in my family, it's diabetes, then you're going to want to increase that a little bit. But your doctor will know too. The doctor say, I don't need to see you for another year unless something comes up. If that's what your doctor tells you, go with it unless something comes up. For me, I see 3 or 4 doctors a month. But also, I'm on the extreme end. I have lots of medical issues that have come up through the years. So, as far as for mental health, keep an eye on that, because sometimes it sneaks in there and you don't realize it has snuck in, especially depression.
Yeah.
Some people don't pick it up.
Well, it's not just depression. I mean, I totally get with the depression because that's ongoing. And usually the only way you notice that is when you're really in depth and you're really into it, and you wake up one day and you're like, oh, good grade. I think I might be depressed. And just that thought alone really wakens you up and gives you an outlook or overview of things that you don't even really consider. Like,
Right.
I went through one not too long ago, sitting there, like, I hate the way my house looks. Everything's getting so dirty and da 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 da. And I was just like, wait a minute, I could be going through a depressive episode, not even realizing I'm still talking to people. I am still keeping my children fed and clothed and washed and everything else like that. But simple little things that's irritating. I didn't even realize I was going through an episode.
Depression, a lot of people think of depression as that extreme. You're laying in bed crying all the time. You've locked yourself in your house. You're not talking to anybody. You keep your lights off. And you're just completely out of it. That's not true. Those do happen, and those are severe cases of depression. For most people, they experience depression without noticing it. You have a day that you just are blah. You don't want to go to work. You don't want to talk to anybody. You want to sit on the couch and eat ice cream. That is that's a small episode of depression, but then the next day they're fine. They go to work, they do the normal things, and they're fine.
Give me 1 second, sweetheart.
Okay. I'm being left to my own devices. That can be scary. Not only going to the doctor helps, having something to keep your hands and mind busy also helps. For all of us, it's crochet or knitting or buying yarn in my case. Those things help to keep you busy and your mind active to keep you from trying to minimize you going into those depressive episodes. I'm currently in one. I've been in it for a while and I've not been able to break myself out despite trying different tactics. Hello,
Hi.
Esther Hammett. Is that how
Sorry.
you pronounce it? Hemet, California? I don't think I've heard of Hemet, California.
I didn't realize you were trying to sound it out. My bad. I should have left it up a wee bit longer.
No, it's fine. I had to run it through my head first.
I have different types of depression. Like I have holiday depression. I have family depression. I have depression I don't even realize that I'm even having, and it can be where I don't even want to eat. I overeat. Keeping busy doesn't even come into play because I can't even focus, and it's like I get ticked off at myself because I can't even focus to even just do a simple task, wash clothes, to get dressed, put my fingers through my hair just enough to get the dead hair out and just throw my hair up. I just keep my hair into my little bonnet. Taking showers, simple, small, itty bitty things like what you were talking. Wrong direction, Kayleena. Even what you were talking about.
Oh, okay. Okay. I know where that's at.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, she says it's half hour from Palm Springs. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to like reread down here. Everything's different up here compared to on my computer.
Yeah, I've had to pull mine pretty close just so I can read the chat, and even then I'm struggling to read it. So,
Well, is it easier for you if I pull it up so you can read it or no? There's no
no,
difference. Okay.
it's my macular degeneration. It's no longer stable. So, the spot in the center of my eye is more visible, which then blocks the words. And I'm having to retrain myself to read peripherally instead of straight on. So, and when you've
Extremely
got
frustrating.
and when you've got smaller text, like in the chat, it's hard to read. So,
So looks like I'm about to have to go run and go get him. He is waking up early as all get out today. So not only, so also, well, that's what I was trying to say a few minutes ago. So not only depression, but like bipolar doesn't even show up until close to the age of like 20, 25.
typically, I had a neighbor when my kids were little, and it was a little girl. She was 6, and okay, and she had bipolar. She was diagnosed bipolar. She'd walk on her tiptoes everywhere she walked, and that was one of her coping mechanisms with her bipolar. If her feet touched the ground, her full feet, she'd get upset, and so she'd walk on her tiptoes to keep her motions stable. She was the sweetest little girl, but when she'd have her bipolar episodes, it would flip. By the way, today is I think it's Mental Health Awareness Day, something like that. So that's why we're discussing it and ways we all cope, like the crochet, like I mentioned earlier, crochet, sewing. I sew, um, knitting. I haven't knitted in a long time. Cross stitch. That's something I'm
Yes, thank
attempting
you,
to do.
Niecy.
What'd you say? Hey,
She shared the video out or the
oh,
live. I'm sorry.
that was very nice of you, Niecy. And we got a little munchkin.
Not be up. Yes, I got a turtle. Good morning, California, the love of crochet. No,
Caroline.
Carolina.
Caroline.
Caroline.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sorry. I have dyslexia, and my boys have been, my boys have been making me read chapters at night, so it's actually interrupting my dyslexia so bad. So instead of me being able to take like a few days break where I don't have to read, I can just listen or take small breaks. It's like it's frazzling my brain to just want to read regularly. Like I don't even want to read regularly.
Yeah, I like to read books, and I haven't even been doing that just for this very reason. It's a struggle. So, because it's too many words on a page, and I can't. It's hard to adjust for that spot. So,
Another thing is I can't even sit there and read on my phone. I'm having more trouble reading on my phone. And I've actually had to switch to my ebook and lower the light down to almost nothing to be able to read it.
mm-hmm. I can relate to that. Esther says, I have to run. I just wanted to pop in and say hello. I'll see you next time. Thank you for stopping by, Esther.
Thank you,
Nisi
sweetie.
says, I have episodes with my autism. Oh, it jumped. And my depression where I can't even pick up my crochet hook. And then she's saying hello to Caroline. Caroline says, do Audible books? I do from time to time.
I'm
But
starting to get into them.
I find myself with Audible books, I can't do anything. I have to just sit there and listen to the book and eat. And
Really?
then I make myself sick because I eat stuff that I really shouldn't be eating. So,
I
yeah.
end up, whenever I do that, I am at Goodwill looking at clothes and I find myself like I am on autopilot and I am seeing the story unfold actually in my head. I am actually seeing everything, almost like watching a video.
Mm-hmm.
So before I even realize it, I'm already like 3 rows down. I'm like, what did I just look at? Or I'll do the same thing with crochet. I'll sit there and I'll do it and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Where was I again?
Right? Nisi says, I have to read with a bookmark and go line by line. I used to do that when I was younger. Um, and Caroline says, I crochet while I listen to Audible. There are times when I can't. It depends on the story. If it's really engrossing, there's a lot of action. You don't want to miss any of it. And if I find myself crocheting, I start thinking about that project that I'm working on or something related to that instead of listening to the story. So I can't always crochet through them. Now, if it's a boring book that's, just to fill the airspace, I can crochet because I don't have to pay attention to the story. But
I have a question. Have you ever tried listening to an audiobook and having a fidget square in your hand?
no, I do
So,
have, excuse me, Pixie, I do have one of these. Actually, I have two of them.
no, see, a fidget square, or not a square, it's actually a cube. There is a different fidget on each side of it. So instead of filling that goal or that, I just lost the word. Instead of filling that, whatever you're missing to eat, you can sit there and use your hands and fidget with it at the exact same time while you're engulfing yourself into the story.
See, that doesn't work for me.
Really? Okay,
Even
well,
doing
never
this
mind.
doesn't,
Huh.
no, no.
Well, you know what works for you.
I go through, I'll go through weeks where I have absolutely no interest in food. And that usually comes after I've made myself sick from eating crap that I'm not supposed to eat. So I make myself sick. It's one of those, I mean, I'm human. We love food. Having to give up food is not an easy thing to do. So I'm allowed to eat once in a while, and I get to make up, I get to decide what I eat. And sometimes that's not necessarily a good thing. There's been a few times poor Richard has to deal with me being sick and being emotional and panicked and the whole 9 yards because I ate stuff I wasn't supposed to. So, and we talk about depression and coping. I don't have just depression to cope with. I have all this medical stuff that takes up a lot of my day to cope with. So that
Not
feeds
even a
into that
small
depression.
portion. It's not even a small portion either. It's like the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, even if you wake up in the middle of the night. Yeah, I completely can relate to that.
Yeah, and it's always there. And because it's always there, people don't want to hang out with you. They don't want to come over. They don't want to, go shopping because it's too much work. I mean, I can't just get in and out of a car. You got to get my walker out. Got to put the IV pole on. Got to make sure we don't tangle me up in the watt tubing and yank it off of me.
Doris,
Hi, Doris. Oh, let's catch up on the chat. Okay. Niecy, oh, you wrote along with Niecy, didn't you?
because I just pre-read and I could.
She says, I got a message today where little man's friend, mom, canceled the playdate for today. And I was so thankful because I wanted to cancel myself because I'm just not feeling up to having anyone here in the house. Hey, thanks for that jump. But I felt guilty for not wanting the company. I was struggling. Then I got that message and I breathed a big breath of relief. Yes, it's hard when you have kids to cope, and you want to still do things for your kid, allow them those play dates, have their friends over, and sometimes you have to bite that bullet and let it happen, even if you're mentally not up for it, and that is so hard to do. So,
See,
and
I
when they like
started.
that, when they cancel, you're going, oh, thank God I didn't have to do that. It's like, yes, I'm not the bad mom. you know?
I've actually started noticing, like when people tell me that when they come over, they see that I have an attitude all the time. So I started reevaluating. I'm like, I always consider them as an enemy, even though I really love them. It could be taken to somebody I really, really love, and I want them here, and I want to spend time with them. But as soon as they come into my space, it's like, you're in my house, get out of my house. I don't want you, get away. But I try to compress that, and I know that feeling where it's just like you don't want them in your house, but yet you want them in your house. You don't want them there to communicate with, but yet you do want them there. It's like a double-edged sword.
It really is. It is. Doris Artman says hi.
Hi.
Nisi says hi to Doris. And Donna says hi. Hi to Doris and Donna. Welcome in. This really is her live. I'm doing all the
I
yakking for
switched
some
it so it'd
reason.
be easier for me because I keep pointing this way.
Yep, and I keep
Uh,
pointing that way.
it is hard. I hate being the bad mom. Yes. Oh gosh, honey. Yes. Especially when you sit there and they start to cry and beg you and plead, even though you logically have the capacity to understand the concept that it is not good all around. That the child would not even be able to handle 5 minutes being able to do it, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't understand that. And
Right.
that you can't even understand, you can't even do it for 5 minutes. But they don't have the mental capacity to be able to logically think it through.
Right.
They just saying, well, I just want to do it, so why can't you do it? And you're just being mean.
Yeah, because physically you look fine. To your kids, you look fine. Why can't you? What's wrong with you? I mean, that's their thing. And sometimes they blurt it out because they're kids. What's wrong with you? Why can't I? I want a valid reason why I can't have my friends over. Yeah. When we've all been there with our kids.
And I love
There's
it
nobody
because
immune to that.
I'm going to mute myself.
Oh, okay. I'll read chat here. It is hard. I hate being the bad mom. Nisi says, I don't mind the company, but not in my private space. I'm like a cat. I'll come to you when I'm ready. Yeah, that's me. That's kind of why I haven't done any lives here lately, and I haven't made very many. If well, I've made a few videos, but I my depression has kind of gotten a grip on me, so I'm kind of letting it flow its course because I can't take antidepressants. I have to find ways to combat and cope with it. So that's something I'm working on now because the usual tricks are not working. Let's see. Doris says if we can meet at a park, but then am I feeling well enough to get everyone ready and out of the house? Right? Crafty Moo Sarah, good morning or afternoon, depending where you're at, or evening even. Hello, Cindy, Kayleena, Nisi, and all in the chat. Not sure how long I can stay, but love that I caught you. Hugs. Well, hugs back to you, Sarah. We're glad that you popped in. And she's back.
Sorry, I got arguing kids right now.
Oh, that's okay. We've all been there. Those kids, man. And that's when they always want to talk to you, is when you're on the phone or you're talking to somebody, even this way. That's when they want your attention. They don't need you when you're not talking on the phone.
Goodness, no, I literally get off the phone, and as soon as I do, and they notice that, they leave me alone. I'm just like, seriously?
Right?
I'm here now. I'm ready to give you attention. Nope, I'm good, thank you.
Yep. Go away. Leave me alone.
Seriously? Oh, the words I want to say.
Right? Right?
Why do you think I call my little demons?
I don't know why I find that funny when you call them demons, but I have to laugh at that.
I think the other day I literally told my husband, I'm like, they are torturing me. They are literally physically torturing me. I'm like, it's not fair. In today's society, they believe that you should not spank, punish, do anything to them, and just sit there and talk to them. Really? Take a child that does not have the mental capacity to comprehend the concept that they cannot have chocolate for breakfast, and yet I cannot step outside and scream to the top of my lungs because I am frustrated.
Right. Hmm. I used to call my son either Mr. Magoo or Munster. And I can remember one time he was, gosh, 2 maybe. And somebody called him, it wasn't me, somebody else had called him Mr. Magoo. And he turned around and looked at them. My name is not Mr. Magoo. It's Matthew Lowe Ham, Mr. Magoo. We all died. It was hysterical. Mr. Magoo apparently became his last name at the age of 2.
Oh,
It was great. He was so cute. Somebody told me don't call him Munster because it's such a negative word and he'll believe it and then he'll become it. Okay.
I call
Goodness.
my oldest is the cuteness.
Right, and that's a cute. I love that name.
And I've called my middle Mr. Gear Gear or Little Gear Gear. And he even went through the state change of going, well, I'm not the babe. You will always be my babe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm allowed to call him that. But heavens forbid if someone else sits there and says it. So no. I know, buddy. I think you all do amazing considering everything you have to deal with, and get to share you too. Be proud, ladies. You do amazing. Oh, thank you. You're amazing too. You
Thank
know
you, Sarah. Yes. I agree with everything she said.
all of y'all are amazing. Not just one, every single one of you.
That's right.
Like it's like, can I call you back in 5 to 10 years?
Isn't that what it feels like when your kids are young? Because once
Yes.
they're teenagers, they're like, would you get lost? I don't want you in my business, Mom. Go away.
Oh my
And what's
goodness.
funny is they don't remember, my kids don't. I used to do it. I think it's Friday. I can't remember if it's Friday night or Saturday night. It's been so many years now. It was mandatory the kids had to stay home. And we would play the Wii Mario Party. So we all sit down. I would go to the store and buy candy, and we'd make popcorn. We'd have pop, and it was our time to hang out together and be a family. Every once in a while, I'd let them have friends over. Do they remember those? No. What they remember is when they got in trouble. What they remember is the ugliness that happened from time to time. So it's interesting and I'm the same way. What I remember most about my childhood is when bad stuff happened, like getting stung by a bee, my dad slapping me across the face for something I didn't do. So, for whatever reason, those are the things that stick. Now, do I have good memories? Yes, they're there, but they're not the first things that tend to come up. And that's how
usually
kids are.
The first ones to disappear.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Now, one trick I have actually noticed a lot of people saying that, and then I look back on it. What I've noticed, what I start to do, and it's actually working, is while my kids are having fun, take multiple photos. And they go into the cloud or wherever that they go to, onto my device, my husband's device, or whatever, and they'll go back through and they'll look at those photos of the smiling, and then they'll ask me what happened, what did we do, and it keeps those memories more fresh than the bad ones.
Right. See,
And it helps.
I wasn't very good at taking pictures. It just wasn't something I did. I would take pictures occasionally, but everyday life pictures, I almost never did. I have a few.
What really got me looking and noticing and having that click, okay, baby, was the cuteness would get my phone, and I mean, he would giggle his little heart out and giggle and giggle and giggle. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he would sit there, and I'll look back at my phone or I'll look at the device, and he's got it on record. And he's recording things that he's seeing and he's enjoying, and he'll go back and just rewatch it over and over and over again in photos. And that's when I started clicking. Every time he would get upset or sad or anything else like that, he would go back and watch what he was watching when he was younger and what he was seeing of the boys having fun. Or if it was just when he was a baby, I mean, like literally 2, 3 years old, he would find that button and be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I let Gary get my phone. He'll sit there in a few days and he'll run around taking pictures. Or Keegan will get his phone, and I'll put it on the picture mode sometimes, and he'll sit there and take pictures, and it all links back up to the same thing. So this is a difference between your children are my age.
Almost. Rachel's 30 and Matt will be 28 in July.
Yeah, okay, so they're younger than me. So that's a difference between just flat out, what, 2 generations almost?
Yeah. Yeah. My daughter, when she would, and I still have the photos and the videos, when she would come to visit me from out of town. So, because I lived in Sterling for a couple of years working, and she, unbeknownst to me, would take my phone and she would take all these selfies of herself in different light, with her hair different, smiling, not smiling, showing her teeth, not showing her teeth. And I wouldn't notice it till later when I got my phone. Or she'd make a little video of stuff. I got her recorded playing her violin Christmas music one time. I got a video of her painting a frozen scene from the movie Frozen on my living room window. And it amazed me just watching her paint this, because you start from the very outer layer. So she's painting on their noses first, and then how you get the details in the right proportion and in the right shape. I don't get it. So those are when I started getting stuff like that. My son has never done that, and he doesn't come over either. Very rarely does he come over, but part of that is because he doesn't like to see me this way. It really bothers him. So yeah. What does Sarah
Don't
have
feel,
to say?
I'm sorry.
No, go
Would
ahead.
you like to go ahead?
No, go. I was trying to lean forward to read it.
Hey, Macy, don't feel guilty. I'm the same. I wish I could be a social butterfly, but I'm not. I am happy with my own company and my very close friends, and I think I'm weird. Oh, goodness, sweetness. I
Yeah.
can see how. What in the tarnation are you doing? I am so sorry. Sidetracked here. I have a camera and I can still see what they're doing. Before I met this crew, okay, seriously, before I met this crew and everything else like that, I thought I was not sociable. I thought I was the only one out there that was thought this way, acted this way, everything else like that. And it took coming on here and finding these special individuals from all over the world, did I finally click to individuals that were like minded and understanding and patient and supportive and loving and everything else that you can think of. It took that for me to start realizing, oh, I'm a very social butterfly in a very secluded group. So
I'm not a social butterfly. Not at all. Never have been. It's not me. So it's amazing I even was able to do the jobs that I did because you had to be a social butterfly to do the job. You had to be able to interact with people um, and talk to them. And so I don't know. I just don't know how I did it, but I did.
I think that's what when we don't have an option of something that will fit us, and all we have in front of us is things that we despise, but we have to, we force ourselves to do the things that we don't want to do. They can diminish our thoughts, they can diminish our personality, they can diminish our whole aspect of who we are and what we could be.
Mm-hmm.
And until you can find that perfect or even just a glimmer of that road that you need to actually be on, and you don't know if you're going to hit it when you're 20 something years old, 30 something years old, 70, 80, 90. I mean, I've heard of some all the way up to that age before they finally find that road. And they're just like, if I would have had this, I would have been happy to die doing that job.
Right. And when you are
Okay.
constantly
Let me
doing
put him
something
down.
that you just have to do, that's a negativity against your body and your brain. And it actually ages you faster, a lot faster. So I loved my job. My favorite thing is medical. I loved the medical field. I wanted to be a nurse. Never got to be one. Became close, but never became one. When I finally got my MA license, medical assistant, I was so thrilled. I worked in a doctor. I loved my job working in the doctor's office. Was it hard for me? Yes, because I had to interact with dozens of people all day long. But I loved my job. I loved being able to make a difference for people when they came in. Because being in the office I was in, which was cardiac, I learned how to pick up things and recognize things that when I went to the doctor to tell him your patient is ready, I noticed this. Let me give you the EKG, whatever, just to give you a heads up. And I loved that. Now I get to do my own medical crap. Let's see if I can catch up on the chat. Hey, Nathan, how are you? Welcome in. Okay, I got back up here. Sarah says, oh, it jumped. I love YouTube because I have amazing friends all over the world, but I don't have to entertain them all. Right? That's the one thing about a live. I can hang out with everybody. I can entertain you this way, but I don't have to spend all day or weeks, 3 or 4 days doing it. I can do it for whatever time I choose, an hour, half hour, 3 hours, however long I want to sit here and chit chat with you all. And this is how I found one of my comforts. I've kind of shed that I don't want to talk to anybody to I would love to talk to people who have some of the same interests as me, who are experiencing some of the things like me. So I'm not in my own headspace all the time. So for me, YouTube has become kind of a safe place. Sarah says, yes, Kayleena. And then she says, but you have something, Cindy, because you're lovely, funny, and oh, thanks, Sarah. So are you. I love all of you guys. You guys are just wonderful. Dora says, I'm the same way, Kayleena. I'm an introvert, but my small group, I can be comfortable. Right. And then Sarah says, welcome back. I was reading the chat. You're doing good. Sarah says, I wish I could be on YouTube more to interact with my buddies, but I have to work full time. I remember them days. Oh, no. Don't scroll. Sarah also says, I bet you were an amazing assistant, Cindy. I loved my job. I was so sad when I was fired. And you want to know why I was fired? I was injured on the job. And I ran out of sick leave, tried to get workman's comp to pay for it. The doctor's office disagreed and wrote down something completely different. And so I wasn't getting paid. And then they fired me because I couldn't work.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
That was pretty much the start of everything really going downhill for me. I was already it had been a rough year that year with them. I fell 4 times in that office. Yes.
Sorry.
And I was getting sicker and sicker. And I was starting to have anxiety attacks from medicine that you take to keep awake that I'd been on for quite a few years.
No.
And
that's not right. That's just...
It was bad. I had to completely quit taking the medicine. We could not find even a low dose that I could tolerate. So I had to completely quit the medicine, which then made the job even harder because now I'm falling asleep at my desk. So let's see. Oh, Cindy, I want to say rude words, not fair.
Yeah.
Rude words.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is anybody going to get motion sickness if I end up walking with you beautiful people? Because if not, then I am going to go ahead and walk outside with the girls because I have one inside needing to go, and then I have a few more, or I have 2 others that need to come in. So I will give everyone a few minutes, and maybe that way I can actually take a breath from being mommy mode for a moment.
I'm good.
Okay. Then there's certain individuals it does affect, and certain individuals it does not affect.
Right.
Okay. Because I know that I was actually being told that I need to turn off my fairy lights because it was affecting certain individuals with seizures and stuff like that. So I might end up have to keep it on a very slow strobe, like stay on for about 5 seconds and then turn right back off, or it stays on for a while.
Right. Hi,
Okay.
Isola. Welcome
Hi,
in.
sweetie. We are walking.
I was gonna say, it looks like everybody says, "Walk away, go for it." I love going
Like,
for
come
walks.
on, baby girl.
I go for walks with Spring once in a while.
Mario
Somebody else
James
I
is
went
coming
for a
in.
walk with. Who was it? It's been a long time ago though, and that was fun too.
Dude. We are going to have a fabulous time outside and allow the girls to just run around and play. And oh,
Beautiful
look,
there.
more natural light.
Your weather's gorgeous.
It is, and it's not too hot at the particular moment, but I did just come in from air conditioning.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 91 here today, and I still have no air conditioner.
Wow.
They're not putting the new one in until June 1st.
Let's see if I can turn you beautiful people around.
Should be able to. Then again, maybe not.
Hold on.
Go to settings.
Oh,
There you go.
got it. I think. Did
Yep.
I? Yes.
Yes, you did.
Well, there goes Cirilla. So we got 2 pup-ups.
They're getting so big.
It is a mess out here. I'm sorry, but it's like summer. We let the boys out, they completely destroy it, and then we come back later and clean up.
Sometimes that's just what you have to do. Oh,
Ooh,
I got an
I
echo
got an
now.
echo now. I know. These girls are basically my health. Let me switch you beautiful people back around. So they help me tremendously.
It's amazing. Oh, she froze. It's amazing what a
Pixie.
pet can do.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. So you got Pixie that helps you tremendously, where she's been there with you. She's grown up. She is adapted to the whole aspect of knowing what your needs are, and even just the thought of having her helps you, not a will of learning living, but it gives you a little bit.
Uh-oh. I think we're losing her.
For me, does that too. With having, even before my boys, I would sit and I would have want to get out of bed, or I would just want to sit on the couch and not even want to move and clean the house or anything else like that. But to
You're
know
cutting
that
in and
that
out.
living being is needing me. Huh?
You're cutting in and out from time to time.
Oh, I am?
It almost
Oh, I'm
it almost
sorry.
sounds like a computer, and then you just disappear for a bit, like you're froze, and then you come back talking. So I'm not sure why
Okay,
it's
well,
doing that.
I'm so sorry. I might have to go
I
back
just want to
in.
let you know, so if something need to be changed, you can.
Thank you. Because
So
I had no idea.
Pixie's
Here, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here talking away. Oh my goodness.
Right down here I am. Kayleena. Hey. Our Pixie's disowned me. No, I can't say
Huh?
disowned me. I am not Pixie's favorite no more. Richard is her new favorite.
Seriously?
Yes. She adores him. She will follow him around, or she'll come up and lay down next to him and demand his attention. It's like, well, what about me? You're supposed to come and hang out with me. No. The only thing she needs me for is treats. That's all I'm good for now, is treats.
Oh no.
And to go to bed.
It's time for you to go to sleep, give me loves, and then it's time to wake up and give me treats.
Yep, pretty much. Now, if he's not here, I'm okay. Again.
Well, like what I was trying to say before my internet decided to be a little tushy-wushies. Pets can be a huge advantage to help with mental health.
Mm-hmm.
My 16-year-old baby girl, I've had for 16 years. She'll be turning 17 in October. We just got some severe bad news about her, but I don't want to bring down the whole aspect of all of this or bring the mood down. But even thinking back over the past 16 years of not even aware of how much that baby girl has helped me.
Mm-hmm.
She has helped me with so much. She has helped me drive. I have a major fear with driving. And she knows exactly what to do to calm my nerves. And she's my partner. She is my partner in crime and my partner. And a lot of animals are that way for individuals. I know little Pixie is that way with you, even though right now you're not her favorite.
Now, in particular, since I clipped her back toenails yesterday, I had to wrap her in a towel to hold her down. And then even then, Richard had to come and hold her foot because she kept yanking at it. I don't have the strength to hold her foot. So he was having to hold her foot so I could clip him. But I was the bad guy, even though he was helping, because I'm the one who held her down.
Evil mommy. Evil mommy for doing something that's needed to be done for the baby girl.
I was adamant because the night before she stuck her toenail through my stoma, I about died. That hurt so bad. I went, okay, time to clip them toenails. Holy smokes.
Yeah. Oh.
She does it from time to time. It's usually because I haven't clipped her toenails.
Ooh.
So, yeah. It was fun.
Okay, we even have... Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah. And I was like,
we've been having nice 75-ish days. Yesterday was some temperature, but started the spring rains. So it is so muggy. Oh, sweetheart. I completely understand. Hey, Kayleena, don't apologize for having a home that's lived in the best. That's what everybody says. But
do you know how uncomfortable you feel when you go into somebody's house and it's like perfect? Everything's in its place. It doesn't look cluttered. It doesn't look lived in. And you're just like, I need to go home. I might break something. I might spill. No. This is too perfect. I gotta go. But if I were to walk into your home, I'm like, yes, I'm not the only one. This is cool. I can do this. But when you walk into that perfect house, it's really tough. Hi, Mimi.
Hi, sweetie.
Yeah.
I know much of the time my kiddos are what keeps me going. Yes. And I have noticed a lot of individuals, even when their kids are grown and have their own kids, they still are the reason for their parents.
I don't have grandkids. My daughter isn't going to have any kids, she told me. And my son
I was just saying in general.
Go ahead.
I was just saying in general.
Yeah, she ain't going to have any kids. And my son is such an introvert. I would be surprised. I mean, surprised if he ever had kids or even got married to have kids.
Wow.
That's how much of an introvert he is. He doesn't go anywhere. He'll grab coffee. That's about it. Yeah.
I'm sorry, we're having zoomies now.
Zoomies
He's running laps. Oh my goodness. So hi, Mimi. How are you doing today, sweetheart? Today we are talking about mental health, caring for yourself, and making sure that you see the doctor and do everything you need to do for your inside and out. Quit digging a hole, child. You just got a bath.
Well, actually, that's the first thing we're going to do. You give me a bath, I'm going to go get dirty.
She just got a bath, and yet she's sitting there digging a hole, and then Callie jumps on top of her, so she rolls in the fresh dug dirt. But
dog would dig holes in the ground and then lay down in it because that dirt underneath is cooler and it cools them down.
I was trying to get her to come back inside, but she's like, nope. Oh, it's a good day. Oh, that's fabulous, sweetness.
Yay, we love good days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually having a good day today.
Oh, yes.
Yesterday was not so good, but today is good.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it rolls with the territory. I'm used to it at this point.
I'm starting to. That is one thing I'm starting to learn, and I've noticed that when I've hit my 30s, it's no longer realization or basically light bulbs about oneself. It's more of I don't like really doing that. I like doing this, so that's what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For me, it's come down to focus on today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow will come on its own. Don't think about yesterday because it's gone. Only think about today and live for today because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And you already know what happened yesterday. You make your own story each and every day.
See, that's the funny thing is every time I would think about tomorrow, I would come up with scenarios of how to take care of every aspect of everything, and I literally had to force myself to stop.
I used to think days and weeks ahead about stuff. Now, when it comes to, say, crocheting a project for Christmas or somebody's birthday next month, for me, that's different. Just the day-to-day stuff is a new day. And I get to decide what I do today. I get to decide what my story is going to be for today, good or bad. It's all my decision on what's going to happen. And sometimes I do really stupid shit. Pardon my language. Sorry.
I'll just go back and make this into adults only.
I normally don't cuss, believe it or not. I don't cuss usually, so.
I'm rubbing off on the woman. I'm rubbing off on her. Okay.
You can ask Bailey. I usually say, what do I, now that I want to say it, I can't say it.
I bet as soon as I hit that end button, you're going to think about it.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so we are 57 minutes in, about to be 58 minutes in, and I know I'm going to be closing this out very shortly. So I am going to go ahead and talk about what my Mario Jane is yelling at me through the door. I am going to go ahead and do a little bit of an update, talk about what's going on with my channel, and go ahead and transfer it over into a little bit of yarny goodness. Oh my goodness. Will my mouth work with me?
Hi, Jen Reeves.
Hi, sweetie. Welcome in. So, I am, the Crazy Sock Lady is starting the summer sock camp, and she's starting it tomorrow. So fair warning, you wonderful people, whoever knits or has knit socks or want to learn how to knit socks, that is basically what this whole collaboration is all about. I am not part of the collaboration. I am not part of the knit, was it a knit along? I am just joining to be one of those people that join and have fun. So I need to go figure out lunch. I'll keep you on my headphones. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. I hope you're getting some good num-nums in that tummy wummies. Sorry, that's kid talk. Toddler talk. So last year, if anyone joined me last year, I tried it. It was my first time doing socks, and it was just a big learning experience and just basically fun. I didn't finish in time, but to me, it didn't matter because I think it was like a month later, I actually finished those pairs of socks and they didn't fit me, and I learned so much from it. But at least I was able to give it to my eldest son, and he loves them half to death. So I am going to be doing it again this year. I just finally got my needles. I got a pair of socks off my needles. Actually, speaking of, let me show them to you. They're my Christmas socks. I am doing the toes now, and I will be casting on. Yes, ma'am. Would you like to come out? Watch your hip, baby. Please don't. Thank you. Careful. Sorry, she's been hurting. She twisted her leg the other day. So I got the socks and I cleaned them up, or I'm at the toes and I'm finishing them up now. So if anybody is wanting to join, I will try to remember to have that link down below, but her channel is the Crazy Sock Lady. I think this is the third time that she's done this. But every pair of socks that you finish is considered as an entry, so there are giveaways. I think if you buy one of her skeins or something like that, and any one of her skeins from her shop, and you knit a pair of socks, so you not only get one. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Sorry, my girls are talking to me. So not only do you get one entry, you get two entries. And then there's a lot more to it. So head on over there if you're wanting to join and if you're wanting to do it. It is an awesome knit along. It is a lot of fun. She is on Ravelry and you can choose different cabins. She goes all into it. Sorry. Got the barking mutt. Come here, baby. Come here. Once a week, I will be doing a video updating about what I am doing, how my socks are doing, what I chose, the needles, everything else like that. Okay, baby. Okay, baby. And I will be updating you guys with that. I might be doing it on a Saturday or a Sunday. It's an extra treat. The last day to do it is on August the 31st. So I might just do one more recap at the very end, explaining everything I did, everything I learned, everything else like that. The next live or few lives are just going to be fun lives, us having fun, us playing. You're not getting down because you're not eating stuff that you ain't supposed to. So I go live every single Friday for those that do not know. If there's any, what you working on Wednesday is happening next week. I have to duck out. Okay, bye, Sarah. Thank you for coming.
Bye, Sarah.
What you're working on Wednesday is coming up this week, so do not forget, you wonderful individuals. If you're wanting your makes or anything else like that put up onto the video this coming up Wednesday, head on over to my Facebook group and put your picture down below into it. Or if you don't have one, go over to my email and make sure that you put your craft, your photo, whatever craft it is, as long as it's appropriate, if you know what I mean, then it's perfectly fine. Go ahead and put that up. And I think that is it. What about, oh, well, welcome back, Sarah. She ducked out and then came back. So, Cindy, do you have anything that you need to make an announcement about or anything else like that?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I am hoping I can get my head on straight, my mood sorted, all that, to try to do my Medical Monday live. I'm also going to try to do a Whips and Foes video, not for today, but for next Friday. Other than that, I'm trying to work through this. Just be patient with me as I try to pull myself back into making videos and try to get my head where it needs to be.
You know what? Even though that you are going through this hard time and everything else like that, you are fabulous.
Thank you.
You're awesome. And you do a fantastic job just trying to be there for yourself and trying to get yourself through this. And I am proud of you for actually taking the time to not kill yourself, to just to put out the videos to please individuals that you don't even know. You are putting your own mental health above individuals you do not know.
Yeah. As soon as I start stressing, I get sick. So I'm trying to not stress. Just chill out. And when I feel up to doing it, I do it. If I don't feel up to it, I don't. I don't push myself. I'm not stressing myself. I'm just chilling. So other than that,
All right, jump your cute tushy over. Don't you do it, Cirilla.
I don't have it next to me. I was going to show
Now
off my
she's
new
talking to
sunflower.
me. Hmm?
I was going to show off my new sunflower that I crocheted.
Where is it?
It's about this big around.
Where is it?
Hold on.
Okay. So while she tries to get this or get that, these were the socks I was talking about. I was trying to get off of my needles. They're my Christmas socks. I hand dyed these myself, and these are the ones that it took me a few months to actually cast on, take off, cast on, take off, to figure out what was the right diameter and what size needles did I need. I was about to say hook. What size needles I actually needed to fit my calves. See, my calves are extra large, extra large. Honestly, if you look at boots, they're extra, extra large. And yet my feet are wide as all get out. So these are going to be my personal Christmas socks. And as soon as I get done with the Christmas in, or not Christmas in July, oh my goodness. As soon as I get done with the summer sock camp, then I will be casting on the second set. Oh, thank you.
I love your socks. They're so adorable. You did a
That's
fabulous
too.
job dyeing those, dyeing the yarn.
I need to actually do some cotton so I can give them away to y'all.
There you go. Okay, yes, well, yeah, I need to leave my hook in because this is the sunflower, and as you can tell, it has not been shaped or starched yet. But I'm going to be putting a second round of petals on, and those petals will be coming up between the other petals, and then I'll starch it and turn it into a stitch marker.
That is awesome.
I have a daisy too that's got like, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 petals on the second round. So
Oh, I'm sorry, Niecy. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I knew you were lurking. You're good, sweetness. Okay, hold on. Mimi says that she's on her 17th pair of socks this year.
wow.
That is awesome.
Now you're crocheting your socks though, right, Nisi? See, I haven't even crocheted socks. I'm like terrified to make socks. Like terrified.
No,
Don't
wait a
know
minute.
why.
Mimi, I think she knits. I think she knits
Oh,
socks.
Neat. Oh, Mimi. I thought you said Nisi.
Mimi.
Mimi, wow. And Mimi does a fantastic job. Her work is beautiful.
Yes. And I've
Her,
actually heard of people getting her socks and they like ravish over them.
yeah, her socks are gorgeous.
They said they absolutely love your sunflower.
Thanks. I've really gotten into that little micro crochet.
Oh,
Oh, nice. I've started this one. Here's this one. Oh, hold on. I'm going to undo. Oh, no, wait. We're caught. Eek. There we go.
yes, Mimi knit socks.
Okay, I don't need. Oh, wait. No, I don't need the yellow too. This one's even harder to see. But this is my daisy. And as you can see, I've started the second round of petals to go. And I'm doing it my way. I tried doing it other people's patterns and I just didn't like them. So I'm doing it my own way. I was going to make it smaller, but I don't have thread small enough yet.
You know,
Not
I just noticed that's a double layer. Are those double layers?
There will be, yeah. This side right here has 2 petals, one in front of the other, and those petals will go in between. Because if you look at a picture of a daisy, they don't have just a single layer. But when you see crochet daisies, they're almost always with a single layer of petals.
So it's almost like you're making it, was it 3D or is it 4D?
Kind of 3D.
3D, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, the flat layer is 2D. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
what
awesome.
I'll do is once I get all the second petals on, I'll starch it, and I'm going to starch that second row between them, but just kind of sticking up a little bit. And I also want to add like a little bit of a curve at the end of each petal.
Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Oh my God. I can't wait.
Then it'll become a stitch marker.
Okay. What, I cannot remember her name. Affordably Crafty was over at a walkthrough through Michael's, and she was actually sitting. I cannot remember if it was live or if it was actually her video. I want to say it was the live. She was going through the book section, and they actually saw there was a book she lifted up of, what is it called, micro crochet.
I have that book.
You have it?
Yes.
Well, it's a good thing I just asked, or I didn't ask, but I said something.
On the other cart. Yeah, I have it. It's on the other cart. Oh, I have 2 carts. One that has my thread and my little hooks, and then I have a dollar cart that has all my beads and stuff in it for making the stitch markers.
I saw that and I was just like, oh, I know somebody that does it.
I do have it.
What do you think about the book? Is it good? Is it bad? It's good.
I like the book. And there's lots of little patterns in there. They have the diagram for them as well as the instructions. And they talk about techniques and stuff as well for micro crochet. So, because you don't necessarily need as many stitches when you're doing micro crochet as when you're doing normal crochet or bigger. So when you're making a flower that's using 4-weight yarn that's bigger, you're going to use more stitches and make things bigger, longer petals to accommodate the size of your center. When you're doing micro, it's just the opposite. You're shrinking the number of stitches to get it down to the size you need. I think my daisy is still too big, but
see here, I was under the impression, just thinking in my head, never even doing micro crochet at all. I was under the impression it was the same stitches, same everything, except for much smaller thread or yarn or whatever you're using, and much smaller hook.
But it's patterns, not. Yes, you can do that actually with a lot of patterns, but not with everything. And for me, I have found I have to shrink things down.
So even more than what they already are. Yeah. Okay, wow.
And the number 10 thread cost-wise isn't bad. But you want that smaller thread. That stuff costs a little bit per thing of thread. And the smaller thread you go, the more it costs.
I wonder why. Is it harder to find? Is it just because it's
not as in demand? Especially here in the US. Most people don't do micro crochet. Most people don't crochet with tiny thread. Now, in the US, I can't say European countries and those over there do crochet with thread. As a lot of them will say, to find anything higher than a 3-weight or even a 4-weight is hard to do. Usually it's 3 weights and under, and typically it's that lace weight or the threads. So for them on that side, you do. Here, it's much harder to find your threads, and easier to find those much bigger yarns because people like to crochet with that 4, 5, 6 weight yarn. So
okay, so before I ask the question, yes, Nisi is doing a cowl pattern. She is trying to fix the separation between switching from one color to the next. She's doing a fantastic job. Oh my goodness.
I know.
But she did say, I know, it's so cute.
I want to have her make me one.
But if you want to see the update, head on over to my Facebook group. She said that she's going to put an updated photo up there.
Nice.
Oh, Nisi, if you don't mind, would you please put the pattern, if it's paid for pattern, the address or wherever it's going to, so if anybody's wanting to purchase the pattern, or if it's free, that'd be awesome. Put that in there as well, please, because it is adorable. Okay, so question. Now thread yarn that you use, is it smaller than sewing yarn?
Some of it.
Ooh.
You can get it smaller than sewing yarn. But the smaller you go, the easier it breaks if you pull too tight. So like me as a tight crocheter, I tend to break the smaller threads.
Free pattern.
Ooh, nice.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
No, you're cool. You're cool. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I tend to break them. I don't have, yes I do, but I don't have it on the cart, I don't think. I don't think I have any 30 weight. My rainbow yarn is a 20.
So cute. Oh my god, it's adorable.
That's my,
oh, look at that.
Yeah, and that's a 20, which is smaller than the thread I used for these. So this is smaller. I don't have any thread this size to make this. And I actually wanted smaller than this to make these. But it's kind of expensive. So
yeah.
I'll get there. I'll get it. It'll happen.
You know, I'm floored and I'm awed at the fact that you are capable or not capable. Wrong choice of words. Do not take that. I am amazed of the things that you put out. Yes, I like that one better. Let's stick with that one. The way that was coming out, I was like, oh my god, no, that is a straight up insult when you're trying to do a positive. I'm sorry.
No, I knew exactly what you meant, so it's all good. I've known you long enough to know, so.
Yeah. Whoo. Sorry, ladies. Or lovelies. I have to go. It's almost 7 p.m. Sweetness. We need to eat. Loved being with you. Take care. Hugs. Oh,
Sarah, enjoy your dinner.
Yes.
And thank you for spending part of your evening with us. That's great.
So right now I am Eastern time and it is 1:52 p.m. You are
almost noon. 11:52.
But you're coast?
Mountain. I am mountain. Our west coast is 10:52.
Okay. Wow. That is amazing. So you're doing a lot of micro crocheting and it's coming out gorgeous. Oh my goodness. If I could wear earrings, I would so ask you for some, but I can't.
I can't either, so we're in good company.
You know what I need to start doing is like when I have you on the phone, is literally sit there and say, okay, stop what you're doing, put the project down, take a photo, send it to me.
Yeah, that'd be one way to do it. Yeah.
Please. Because she makes gorgeous stuff.
I just sent out stitch markers that I micro crocheted to 3 different people, and I didn't take a single picture because I forgot. They were in the mail and went, oh crap. I did not take a picture of any of it. And they were beautiful. One had a daisy in it. One had a, oh my gosh, look at you go, girl.
Now I'll let you finish your sentence and then I'll
One was a sunflower. It was just a single layer sunflower, and the other one was a single layer daisy. And then one was a rose. And I forgot to take a picture of any of it.
And you worked so hard on that rose, and it was gorgeous.
Now, my itty bitty long stem rose, I have not finished.
Oh, you haven't finished that one. Okay.
I made a completely different rose.
In
a different way.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know where my, oh, it's in my basket. Over there. That rose.
I am making my very, very first Bag O Day pattern. Can you believe that? I've been crocheting for like 3 years.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I am making her chevron. Is it chevron? Yes, it's chevron top. Now, supposedly she said that that's supposed to be a large. Majority of my shirts like this right here is a men's extra large, and I feel very comfortable and it's very loose on me, and that's basically what I'm wanting. She said 7 rows, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on, they don't seem right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 7 in the center, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Oh, I just got to the 8, and yet it's still not. It's not even long enough to really get to my armpit. So, in my opinion, I would have to do another 7 just to get to that length. So, fair warning, if anyone's ever made this, I don't know if y'all have had the same issue or I'm just extra tight or what, but this is 100% cotton, and it's a 4 weight, and it was greatly gifted to me by Miss Cindy. Is the kind that you put out in the sun and it changes colors, and this one's going to change to pink. And I'm using a 6 millimeter, so I can actually make sure it's the right looseness, and I'm not tightening it up either. So I don't know if it's me having this issue or
issue with it.
You had, so she's had the issue before, and I think there was somebody else, I don't want to name names. She gave me the warning like last year or something like that, and she even sat there and said that she had the issue as well, that she had to add in, was it like almost 3 times the amount of the length for all of it. So
yeah, I haven't even finished mine because I'm not even sure how many more rows I need to do just to connect here under the arm. Because like you, I'm big on top, and all my extra padding as well. It's just not enough. So,
weren't you doing it in acrylic as well?
Yeah, I started in acrylic using Caron Simply Soft, but I think I'm going to start all over and use cotton or bamboo.
I bet bamboo would be beautiful and so soft.
And cooler.
Oh, yes.
Bamboo yarn tends to have a more natural, cooler feel to it. And I think it'll help me with this icky heat.
Hi, welcome in, sweetheart.
Hi, Ray.
What's the name of your Facebook group? And then down she says, ha, found it. Hi, Elise, Ray saying. So we are going to be coming to a close in about 2 minutes, you wonderful individuals. So, unfortunately, because my computer decided to be a negative Nancy today, I had to use my phone, so I can't show off, or I cannot ask for y'all to show y'all's works or anything else like that. But I want to thank you for joining me today, showing off your work and showing off a perspective that only you can show.
I think we all can show. Well, it's my perspective for me.
Right.
I can't share anybody else's. We all have
Right.
our own story.
So I said, thank you for showing me yours. And I want to thank all of you guys for coming in and talking and sharing things and just being here and everything else like that. I want to thank all of you guys as well.
Yes, thank you guys for coming in.
Yes, definitely. And hitting that thumbs up button. No little thumbs. You know, that's what I need to do is actually put a cute little smiley face on my thumb and just sit here and
need a little finger puppet.
yes. Oh, I just thought about that. I was like, when I was a kid, and I'll do that in school.
I have a little barnyard book, crochet book for kids, that you crochet the barn and you sew on like windowsills and doors, and it has pockets in the windows. The doors open and it has pockets, and you have finger puppets that you've crocheted of different animals that you stick in it. It is so cute.
Oh,
And the finger puppets are little because they're meant for little fingers. It is so stinking cute.
oh, is it free pattern or is it a?
It's a book
It's a
that I bought,
book.
and that's
Oh
all
wow.
that's in that book is how to do the barn, how to make the animals.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
That's all the book is.
I'll try to see if I can remember, but maybe on our next live, I'll try to ask if you can please find it so we can show it off.
I know exactly where it's at. I just can't get to it at the moment.
Well, we're coming to the end of the live, but I would love to show it.
I'll find it and show it to you later.
Oh, yay.
It's on my
Okay.
sewing machine. So.
Oh, the infamous sewing machine.
That is buried in like everything. Yes, that's where it's at.
So I hope all of you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys soon. So bye.
Bye, guys. Love you all.
Oh no, I'm sorry, but you can always do the recap.